Hello everyone, I'm Ron. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing an overview on the installation of Ricochet A-arm Guards on our Arctic Wildcat trail. So before I get started installing these, I thought I'd discuss why I chose to go with aluminum for this application. And my reasoning is I don't really have anything against UHMW. I simply haven't used them before. The older machines, that green Arctic there and then our old Bearcat here, both have steel A-arm guards, simply because that was the only thing really available at the time. And then my 08 here is running aluminum products, aluminum A-arm guards. So I guess I'm experienced with them. What I find attractive about these particular A-arm guards is that I'm only sacrificing about 1/8 of an inch of ground clearance at the A-arm, but I'm gaining a tremendous amount of protection. So that was kind of where I chose. Maybe in the future, if I do other projects, maybe I'll try some UHMWs, but that's how we're going with this one. There's not a lot to talk about regarding installation of the front A-arm guards. The hardest part is getting everything lined up before you tighten the clamps down. On the driver's side, I decided to zip tie one mounting hole to the A-arm and get the other clamps aligned. I will admit I still struggled with the last clamp once I removed the zip tie. There isn't a lot of room to work with. Cordless tools would have helped a lot by freeing up a hand for other things, and maybe removing the front tires may have helped out as well. On the passenger side, I decided to get all 4 clamps started on the guard and rotated the clamps into place at opposing positions. Doing this made the passenger side install much easier than the driver's side. So right here is the amount of gap at max turn on the driver's side, and as you can see, there's just a little bit of gap between the brake caliper and the A-arm guard. So I think I'm happy with that amount of gap. Maybe it's a bit narrow, I don't know. I think it'll be okay. I don't really see maybe a rock could get in there, but I mean, the odds aren't very likely that it's going to stick at that kind of an angle. So, and generally I'm probably not going to hard steer like that. So I don't know. I think that this is acceptable. So if I'm honest, the best way to do these rears, in my opinion, is to remove the tires off the machine, because you've got 2 of these bolts here, and I'm having to do it this way, video it this way, because I just don't have enough room in here to have the wedge of camera. Well, there it goes. Wedge of camera and work in this area right now. But the easiest way to do this is probably going to be to pull the tire. And then there's 2 bolts. There's one here, and I'm not sure. I think the other one's over here somewhere, on the other side of the axle, and that's kind of what you have to work with. So like I say, you're just better off probably pulling the tire and doing it, so not fighting. And then you just gotta remember, don't tighten this up all the way before you put the tire on. That way you can check for clearance issues. I doubt there will be any, but you want to check for those clearance issues before you fully tighten anything. So that's a hot tip for the rear install. I found installing the rear guards to be easier, except for the bolt I mentioned previously that couldn't be seen. This nut and bolt combo installs near the hub and is pretty tight to sneak into. So much so that I had my sister come over to hold the nut in place while I threaded the bolt. Once you get past this little monster, the rest are easy to access without the tire in the way. I don't recall whether a torque was suggested, so check your instructions to see if an amount is specified for yours. I did use blue Loctite to ensure that the fasteners don't come apart on their own. If you're in the market for Ricochet A-arm guards, I hope that this video is helpful to you. The guards have been on this machine for a year and a half now and have not caused me issues. If this video is helpful, please hit the like button. If you have any thoughts or questions, get a hold of me in the comments. And to see more of my videos, kindly click on subscribe to see more of my future content. Thanks for watching.